Yeah. Right. Yeah. Look, it's time to eat, get behind the beast. Done visualize this game all throughout my sleep. As long as I'm awake, I'm gon' grind and feast. Like a bear, like a wolf, tell him grab a seat. It's hunting season. 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 It's hunting season.
All right, welcome back to another episode of the Hunting Season Podcast with me, the Bear, and that guy down there, the Wolf. Say what's up to him, Wolf.
Y'all already know what it is. What up, dog?
All right, and this week we got joining us one of my favorite people, Ms. Rhonda Brown, also known as Rhonda Writes Official. So, Rhonda, what we typically do at the beginning of the show, we have the guests introduce themselves and tell where they're originally from. So, I guess get a little perspective of your upbringing and, kind of the lens that you look through. So, go ahead and tell the people about yourself.
Okay, I'm Rhonda Brown. I am an author of 2 books now. I'm originally from Memphis. I currently reside in Milwaukee for now. I write, I edit, I paint, I do a lot.
Yeah, that's what's up. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So, what was the name of the first book?
The Story of the Painted Lady.
And did you always want to write, or how did that come about exactly? How did that book come about?
I actually hated writing. I would always make somebody do my book reports in school. It wasn't until I got into college that I actually realized I was good at it. So I wait till the last minute to do a paper. I'd have like a whole month to do it. And I wait till like an hour before it was due. And I do like a 13-page report in an hour. And the instructors thought it was amazing, but I was just like, I don't know what you read, but So it wasn't until I joined DG's course that, everybody said you got to tell your story. So when I started writing, 3 weeks later, it was a book.
That's what's up. That's super dope. I know for me, I always thought about writing my story, but it definitely takes a certain type of courage to put yourself out there like that. So was that difficult for you to do? And what was your process like?
It wasn't the first one wasn't that difficult. I mean, reliving the different scenes that I would write about, like I would have to, I stuck to either 1,000 or 1,500 words a day. There was a couple days I did more than that, depending on, what I was writing about that particular day. There were some parts that were kind of hard, but it was only just reliving everything.
Right. Gotcha.
How'd you come up with the title for that first one?
My daughter came up with the title, actually. She know I like butterflies. I have butterflies tattooed like all over me. And I just, the butterflies symbolize like a transformation. And I feel like that's what I went through, from childhood until now. And I'm continue to go through a transformation. So I knew I had to do something with butterflies. So, and there's actually a butterfly called the Painted Lady.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that either.
Yeah, that's the one that's on the cover of the book. That's the painted lady butterfly.
Yeah, I would have never knew that.
Cool.
Now that kind of makes
I had to do it
painted
because I like art, so I had to incorporate everything. It's a way deeper meaning.
Right.
Now, did you paint that, or did someone do that for you?
No, I took DG's advice and I delegated that.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
But I'm not going. I wasn't going. It was too much, especially being the first time publishing a book, writing and publishing and doing all that. So I delegated.
Okay. Can you explain a little bit about the publishing process and some of the things that you learned, and some of the things that aspiring writers may want to know and also avoid?
The publishing part was pretty simple. I went to Fiverr for like the formatting. I found me a graphic designer to do the cover. I found an editor because you being a writer, you can edit your own stuff, but if you want to edit it right, you can't edit your own. Like the final edit needs to be done by somebody else because as you're writing, or as you're reading, you know what you meant to say, even if you didn't say it. So you're gonna say what you thought you said, and that's what you're gonna read, whether it's there or not. So you have to have like an extra set of eyes to actually look over it and make sure that, everything makes sense because it's going to make sense to you. But you have to make sure that you find somebody, because we all talk different.
Right.
If you go to Google Speak and they're not going to understand what I'm saying. I think I'm a little bit too country for them.
With a
But
K, country with a K. K-U-N-T.
like, wait, I did not say that. So you gotta the first book I had edited by a lady in she was in the UK, but she was actually an English teacher in the United States for like 30 years. But it was a white lady, so some of the dialect that I would use and some of the slang, she wanted to take out, but that's not what I was trying to say. So,
You need to tighten her up real quick.
I went through the same problem.
But see, if you find somebody that does it with edits, you can either accept it or deny it or, decline it. So you can choose to make the change or not. You can leave it the way you want it because ultimately it's your book. So
Right, I got you.
that's what I did with stuff like that. I just left it, I knew what I was trying to say. Might not have sounded right, but I got my point across.
And that's all that matters is your story. Can't nobody tell it like you.
Right.
I definitely dig it.
What it feel like when you was able to hold the book, like when you had the actual physical book in your hand and it was the finished product, what that feel like? Because I'm trying to get to that point.
You're gonna get there. It was amazing. It was like I actually got my second one today. This is the second one. It just came in today. I was like, oh my goodness. But the first one, it almost seemed not real. It took me a while for it to, actually sink in and for it to hit that, dang, I actually wrote a book and it's like in my hands, It was a crazy feeling. It was like I didn't know whether to laugh, to cry, to be happy. I just didn't know. It was just it was right. It was like everything all in one. It was a crazy, crazy feeling.
So from the time that you started writing until you actually got that first physical copy in your hand, what was the time frame on that?
So the first book I wrote in 3 weeks. By the time I got everything written and the book in my hands, it was a total of about a month and a half.
Oh, you was getting to it.
Yeah, it was, like I said, 3 weeks to write it. And then while I was writing it, I had the lady working on my book cover. So by the time I was done writing, the cover was done. I had my ISBN number, everything like that. So once I got done writing it, I sent it to an editor after I did my initial edit. I sent it off to an editor and I think it took her about 7 days. And then I sent it to get formatted. And that only took like 2 or 3 days. The longest part was the shipping of the books to me. That was 2 weeks.
Okay. I got you.
Hey, look, I got a cheat code. And I ain't gonna tell y'all how. I ain't gonna tell you what my method was. But I was able to read the author's bio. And I don't have the book. And in the author's bio, I learned that you had 13 years of medical experience.
I did. I worked in the healthcare field for 13 years. I worked in a state-run group home with DDMR, that's developmentally disabled, mentally retarded. Like, they were closing down all like the state mental hospitals. So the one I worked in, there was the last 4 guys that like nobody wanted. So they were all nonverbal. They could be violent. I had my rotator cuff broken. I had my wrist broken. But they didn't do it on purpose. They didn't know, their strength. But yeah, I worked in in group homes, 13 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I snuck that information. I kind of did a 007 move to get that information. I had to zoom in with a special kind of lens and all that. Cole, I'm gonna get the book. I'm gonna get the book so I can get all of the content, but I had to sneak peek that.
Well, I mean, technically, I don't send nobody here, but they are on Amazon, and you can read the author's bio in the back of the book, and I think maybe the dedication page.
Okay.
Okay.
But I don't tell nobody they're on Amazon because I don't want nobody to buy them.
Right.
I feel
so
it.
y'all go to her.
Right.
Oh, they're gonna
that part.
anyway once they see the price on Amazon.
And now, let's kind of get into that about the whole ISBN and working with Amazon, because I heard you had an experience with Amazon. You said you might do things a little bit differently. Can you speak on that a little bit?
Yeah, Amazon, if you want to sell your book elsewhere, they charge you, or they don't really charge you, but they take most of the profits. So it's 60-40. They get 60% of the profits and you get 40%. So right now I have my book priced at $50 on Amazon. If somebody buys my book on Amazon, I'll get $17 of that, and Amazon gets the rest.
That's crazy.
So
No bueno.
right.
And if they get it
And
through
then
you, how much is it?
if they get it through me, it's $25. That's why I said nobody's gonna buy it on Amazon.
There you go,
I
right
don't want
there.
them to.
There
And
you
that's
go,
why I don't
right
even
there.
I don't even speak of it. I just, Amazon is my printer pretty much.
Shout out to Amazon for print. That's all we need y'all for.
Right. Right. It's cheaper. They actually got really good quality books. So
All right, well, there it is. Amazon for the print
and
and nothing
Amazon,
else.
yeah, they do offer to give you an ISBN number, but if you get the ISBN number off Amazon, you can't sell it anywhere else. It's only on Amazon. So you'd be better off getting your own.
Okay, yeah, that's
And
what I heard
buying
you
them
say.
in bulk.
Okay, so for those of y'all up and coming writers, remember you heard that. Don't let Amazon give you an ISBN. Go buy your own ISBN and buy them in bulk, especially if you plan on writing multiple books or whatever.
Yeah, because they charge $125 for one ISBN, but it's $295 for 10.
Oh yeah, you might as well go ahead and do that.
They're doing some gangster stuff, like they like the mafia or somebody. Extortion.
Yeah.
They want you to buy the 10.
Well, it's easier. It's better anyway if you do buy the 10, because if you do like I'm doing the print version and the ebook, you got to have two different ISBN numbers. So if I want to incorporate a hard copy, that's another one. An audio book, that's another one.
Got you.
So
got you.
It's just easier to get 10, or I think they sell 100 of them too.
Yeah, that's something different. We're gonna talk about that later.
That's for like publishers.
Right. Yeah, we talking about something totally different.
Right.
So let's get into the second book. I know you said you got your first copy right there in the back. When is that dropping?
This is coming out March 17th.
Okay, so that's just a couple of weeks away.
March 17th. All viewers, did you hear that shit? That's in a couple days. Y'all get ready.
Right. And I chose March 17th because that is the original due date of my twins. I have 21-year-old twins. I ain't telling my age, but I got 21-year-old twins. They were due March 17th.
I had babies young too. Don't trip.
I wasn't young though. No. Well, I mean, I was, but I wasn't. I was 19 when I had them.
That's young. That's
that's young.
19. Yeah.
You said you wasn't telling your age, but we could do math though, Rhonda. We ain't gonna talk about it though. We can talk about it. Let's get back to the book though.
I actually don't care. I'm 40. I'm good. I look good for 40.
Damn right.
Right. That part.
Damn right.
Glowing and everything.
Facts.
March 17th, the original due date of the twins.
Facts. Yep. And this is called the Painted Lady, the beginning or something like that. Okay.
Yep. The story of the Painted Lady, the beginning. So it tells everything from age 7 until age 33, where the first book started.
Whoa. Okay. Now this is sounding like a movie. It's like the movie
started. It's gonna be a movie.
It gotta be. At this
It's
point,
gonna
just
that it has to be a movie. I've been saying my whole life, everybody like, man, I should write a book, because people look at me and they don't believe half the stuff I've been through. Like, how can you sit there smiling like that? Like, but you got to read the second book in order to know how I got through the first, or the stuff in the first book. But you
okay.
can read them in any order. It doesn't matter. You're not going to get lost. You're still going to know the story.
But if the movie was to come out, it would come out The Painted Lady first, and then the sequel would actually be the prequel for people that don't know. And then the second one would come out. Is that how you would do that?
Yeah, I mean, it can get, like I said, with the same as reading. You can read them either way, because the first book is strictly about like my health issues. But the second book is my life, period.
Okay. Oh,
So
All right.
you get hints of each book in the opposite book, if that makes sense.
okay.
Absolutely.
And that's why cinematic.
Yeah, it's gonna be a movie, so you got to watch for that too. And there will be a third one.
Oh, you dropping the
Okay.
third one?
So you got a whole trilogy.
There'll be a third one before the end of the year.
That's dope.
All right. And
We gotta have you on.
Hmm.
We gotta have you back on for that next one. When you get ready to drop that next one, we gotta have you on for that one too.
Yeah.
big facts. And I heard you were working on something else before that third one comes out. You said you had another project you were working on?
Oh yeah, I'm almost done with that one too. I'm writing a book on how to write and publish a book.
Okay.
Everybody asked me questions about it, so I figured I'd write a book. That one, I'm not going to print that one. That's just going to be ebook.
Okay, I got you.
But yeah, I don't
So-
know. I don't know when I'm going to be done with it. Like I said, it's almost done. I just don't want to give a date right now because, with the other one coming out, got to put a little time in there. I might just
got you.
slide it on my website and, not say nothing unless somebody asks.
Yeah, it's your world, however you want to do it. Definitely trying to I'm working on a book too. I think we both are for something else we got going on. So we definitely going to tap in with you and get some pointers, or maybe we'll just get the ebook when you slide it on the website. Everybody else looking to write something, y'all might as well go cop that too, just in case. Just tap in with Rhonda's website every now and then, see if she threw it up on there.
Right. Because I probably will just sneak it on there.
And y'all know we miss a whole bunch of treasures because we too busy to check back on shit. You know what I'm saying? We'd go look at something and be like, all right, I'm gone. You never go look back and you miss the diamonds. It'd be diamonds right there. You missed the shit. Go back and get the diamonds.
I actually put up 2 more blogs since the first one, but I didn't advertise it. I advertised the first one, but not the other 2.
And where are these blogs at?
They're on my website.
What's
Rhonda
your
Writes
website
Official.
for that? rhondawritesofficial.com. All right, so there y'all go. In case y'all didn't know, rhondawritesofficial.com is the website. Go check out the blogs and anything else she has on there. Changing lanes a little bit. I heard you were kind of working with crypto a little bit too as well. What you got going on with the crypto?
Yeah, I'm learning it. I'm
Okay.
learning it.
How's that going?
It's going pretty good. I initially started by helping somebody edit their books.
Okay.
So that's what got me interested in it. So, like I said, I'm still learning. So,
All right. What are some of the main things you're looking at? Because I know crypto is super important. A lot of people are kind of getting into that right now. So what have you learned so far in the crypto space?
I like it better than the stock market right now.
What?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about pulling my money out of stocks and just putting it in crypto.
That
Because
deep.
the stock market has not been good to me this week, past few weeks.
Right. I feel you on that. Yeah, crypto does seem I'm not gonna say less volatile because it's definitely volatile as well, but it's a lot easier to read because it's steadily moving up. Even if you get some losses every now and then, it's gonna bounce back. So that's kind of where I am with it too. And then you were working on something else. I think it's the Black Masterminds.
Yes, the Black Masterminds it's a group of 7 of us out of Derek Grace's course. We came together after dark one night and formed a group, the Black Masterminds. We had a 24-hour takeover on Black Friday, trying to get people away from, going out, doing the usual thing on Black Friday, spending money and, not in our community. So
Right.
we did a 24-hour event focused on entrepreneurship, business, health and wellness. Um, we had a lot of speakers, We had Freedom Georgia there, Spin City.
Shout out to the bro Span.
Right, 90 by Nature. We had Rule from Within on there. We had a bunch of people. It was a 24-hour event, nonstop on Zoom. So you can come and go as as you please. We had another event for Black History Month,
Okay.
and now we have another one coming up March 20th. It's an Art and Soul event. So we're doing a paint and sip. We're going to feature some artists. It's focused on women in art, but male artists can do stuff too, as long as it's focused on women, because it's Women's History Month.
Got you.
So we'll be doing a few paintings that we're going to auction off, and I'm working on one now that I'm giving away during the event.
Okay.
So I think we're going to do the auction like beforehand. I don't think we're going to do it like at the event, like, people can start bidding on them beforehand. So I got to get to working on that.
I got you.
Shout out to the women. Shout out to the.
That's something you did right behind you, right?
Yes.
Let them see that.
That's not for auction.
Nah, I know. Just giving them a little glimpse of what you're capable of. She said that one is not going to be for auction. Just so y'all hear that. That's
my daughter told me
The musical notes are the hair, and the hair is an afro.
Yep.
Y'all look.
And it's a mixed media. She's got an actual dress on. This is like, you can feel it, like it's tulle.
Oh yeah, that's fire.
Oh yeah, that's
and
crazy.
She's got real lashes on.
What?
Yeah, she's got real lashes.
Well, that's kind of dope.
And it's covered in resin, so it's gonna last a while.
Oh, Rhonda be out here getting busy.
Yep. This is one of them. This isn't finished yet, but I got the crystals on there. This is the one of them that I'm gonna be giving away.
Okay.
But
I had to do the gold, and I had to do the chakras.
I was just thinking that. I was going to ask that the chakra alignment right there, because it's the same color code. Yeah.
Yep. So this one, like I said, it's not finished yet, but that'll be one of the giveaway paintings for the Black Masterminds event on the 20th.
So we look real quick, because we try to balance out the show with the feminine nature and the masculine nature, the two polarities. You know what I'm saying, to give the show good balance and good equilibrium, right?
Okay.
So my question to you, for our males, because I know you spend a lot of time with, helping our females and getting them in the right frame of mind. Is there any advice that you could shoot at our males that's going to be listening from your stance, from your point of view?
Oh, that's a good one. Writing wise or life wise? Life
wise, and if you want to incorporate the writing wise, that's cool. But I'm concerned with the life wise, because y'all see a lot, and the communication barrier is so messed up at this point. We don't really get the platform to exchange thoughts and ideas without it being some type of hostility or domination, or you know what I'm saying? It's just like it's not so balanced. So
I would say the main thing is protect your energy. And that's not just for men, that's for women too. I'm big on energy. You got to protect it by all means. I don't think men need to, or have to be dominating 24/7. They can let their guard down. They can do affirmations. They can, protect their energy and lift up their women. Not even just their women, like all women, stop saying bitches and hoes and,
That's a fact.
Totally get it. And it go right along with something that I've always went back and forth with this book, the Mayonetta. For anybody that don't know, that's the Egyptian book, the Metanetta. And it talks about the importance of the feminine polarity out here. And a lot of other cultures and ethnic groups, they don't necessarily agree with that concept. You know what I'm saying? This is something that our people, you know what I'm saying, our ancestors did. It's something that was always a part of our community, you know what I'm saying, that balance and our women being able to have a voice. And now we kind of adapted to the Western state of mind, so to speak. And now we've started shutting our own women out as well. So I feel like that has a lot to do with the predicament that we are in as a culture, you know what I'm saying? And it's going over a lot of our kings' head because they thinking about kingship from a Western state of mind instead of from the original.
Mm-hmm. And I know one thing that helped me, because I used to, like, I mean, you'll see in the book, I wasn't always like this, but I did, back in, I think it was like 2014, 2015, I started going to the mosque. Now, the one thing I liked about that is, they encourage you to study everything. And, I was faithful in there. I went and got my anniversary for getting my ex was a week ago. And I always credit them because, but I studied myself out of the mosque by keep studying, reading, learning, and I learned, that's when I got into the crystals and the meditation, you know, started changing everything.
What
So, I
exactly
mean,
did you see that you say you studied yourself out of the mosque? What exactly happened that made you, kind of reconsider where you were, and that you might need to move on and seek some other, enlightenment or a different path?
um, I guess I actually read Spirituality Before Religions by Kaba Kamene. He was featured in Hidden Colors.
Okay.
Okay.
In all of them, actually. And I've been following him for years. So when I read his book, he started, from before the beginning began, is what he says. And it was just reading that, and it's like, I always felt like it was something else. I was always, I would always have like dreams and stuff to where, I would know what was going on, or I get answers to questions when I was sleeping. So it's like I knew it had to be something with the spirituality. So it's like, I listened, I learned the religion part, and then when I learned the spirituality part, it was just, it clicked. I knew that's what I needed to look more into.
Okay. I can definitely understand that.
What was this guy's name again? One more time, what was his name again, Rhonda?
Kaba Kamene.
Kaba Kamene.
Formerly Booker T.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in all 5 of the Hidden Colors.
Yeah. He's got an IG page now. He does a lot of different sessions on there. I know he at least does it once a week.
Okay.
Very knowledgeable.
So besides the other books, what can we look forward to you getting into in the future?
Ooh. The other books, The Black Masterminds. I am actually going to start doing more artwork and getting into crypto art.
The NFT space?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's super big right now.
Well, yeah, and that's why this one behind me, my youngest daughter, she's like, oh, you can't sell that one for less than a Bitcoin. So it's gonna hang there until I get the right offer.
That is a smart young lady.
Yeah, and I still do editing and helping people write their books.
I'm about to send my book to you and get my editing services done because I've been in the process of trying to get my book edited since 3.5 years ago.
Oh, Lord.
3.5
How long is your
years
book? How many
ago.
words?
I've been through Fiverr or Fiverr, however you pronounce it. I don't
Fiverr.
know. Yeah, I've been through Fiverr, like 2 or 3 different editors. I went through one that was suggested from a friend, and I just haven't been satisfied. And back to the point where you were saying about how people change up the dialect and all that, I went through that. So yeah, I feel like you're the one. So I'm gonna pull up, I'm gonna have my check together, and I'm gonna get my book edited.
Wait, two. How many words is it?
I had to count, like I could have just hung that shit off, but not today. I don't know. It's pretty lengthy though. It's pretty lengthy though. I got it wrote down somewhere. Yeah.
My second book is 35,000 words, and I edited my edit in about 6 hours.
Wow. Yeah, that's like computer speed.
Right. Rhonda's
But
a
I
But
can
it's
human
not a
go-
computer.
I can go for that coming from you though, because like when we in the group on the After Dark and you in the chat and you dropping everybody's information, you're so supportive, and I really appreciate you, and I hope people understand how important that is to have a support like that. You know what I'm saying? Like Rhonda is posting people's content. She's been
The
real supportive
IG
of
pages
everybody.
and everything else.
Yeah. And that type of genuine support, you really don't find that today. You know what I'm saying? So people like you are extremely rare, and I just want to extend my gratitude and my appreciation for even being close to somebody like that. Thank you
Likewise.
for your service.
Thank you. Yeah, I think everybody should do that, especially like, in the After Dark or in classes. Like if you're speaking, you're not thinking about dropping a link. So I'm like, if I would be talking, I would want somebody put my stuff in there. So I just do it. What else am I doing? I'm listening too, but
But you so efficient with it though. It'd be like, oh, so it's like Google. When you think about something, you about to Google it and you start typing the first letter and the whole shit pop up, that's you.
Facts.
yeah, I've gotten some pretty good reactions when I drop links. Two very memorable ones.
Uh-oh. Care to share?
I know. Yeah, Spin, during a Black Masterminds event, he had started talking about his girl, doing crystals and stuff. And as soon as he said her name, I put her link in the chat. And he was sitting like with his Indian style on the floor, and he jumped straight up. I was like, I couldn't do nothing but laugh. He's like, how in the hell did you know? Do you even know her? You even talk to her?
Shout out to Ariel.
He probably did.
And then Mumu.
That's her name. She do the crystals, right? That's his wife, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've seen some of that stuff. She makes some really good stuff from what I've seen.
Right.
Super dope pieces. Super dope.
Right. Yeah, and Mumu was the second one. He was talking about somebody that had an album or something come out. And as soon as I put it in chat, he's like, I know you don't know him.
And you already had it.
And I already had his information in the chat.
Google.
Right.
It wasn't even Google. I can't tell you my secret.
You are the Google.
We don't need to know your secrets as long as you stick around.
Real.
Because even if I knew, I wouldn't get it done as efficiently. I can tell you that.
That's the part.
I type with 2 fingers, man. It ain't gonna work out.
And that's the thing. It started out as like a memory game for me because I have a bad memory, believe it or not.
I can't tell.
I mean, not anymore because I can remember people's Instagram names pretty good now. But it did start out as a memory game because I can't remember anything. Well, I can't say that anymore because I do, but I was having memory issues. So it started out as a game that got really good. So I just kept doing it.
That's definitely what's up. And again, we appreciate you. If you don't mind me asking, how's your health nowadays? Are you doing better? Or how are you feeling these days?
Right now I'm feeling good. I've been doing somewhat of a detox for 2 months.
Okay.
No processed foods at all. I've lost over 60 pounds in the past 3 months.
That's big.
Trying to get all the
Congratulations.
COVID stuff out. Thank you. Trying to get all this COVID stuff out of my system. And, I had a few other health things. And I'm like, you know what? I ain't giving my body anything to feed off of negatively. So I'm gonna continue my
Shay.
detox until the middle of May.
Got you.
So I think it'll be
So
5.5 months. Hmm?
no, go ahead. You say you got 5.5 months on the detox?
Yeah, I originally was gonna do 30 days, but then when I got news from the doctor, I was like, oh, I gotta extend it. So I figured within the 5.5 months, most of my organs and stuff will be new. So shouldn't have too much to worry about.
What I was gonna cut in, well, I didn't know you weren't done with it, but I was gonna add just a random thought, you know what I'm saying? But I had the opportunity to listen in on some really good information by one of your ears. You got a very talented and super in tune, connected daughter over there.
Mm-hmm.
You like to give us some information on her and all her glory? Who is that?
Yeah, that she is my youngest daughter. Her name is Alexia. She is the owner of Alexia's Healing Chamber. She sells crystals. She does tarot readings, oracle readings, any kind of reading you think of, she does it. Pendulum readings, and she's scary accurate.
Scary accurate. Let's talk about this scary though. Let's talk how scary. When did you come to the conclusion like, okay, hold on, baby girl, shit?
Oh, she pulled up some stuff from the past that I had never ever spoke about. Ever.
Okay.
And she pulled it out. I was like, where you get that from?
Right. Right.
Yeah, I guess that'll do it right there.
But I shouldn't have been surprised, but it was just her mode of doing it. Because like I said, before I had my twins, before I even knew I was pregnant, I had a dream one night that I was pregnant with twins. One was going to be a boy, one was going to be a girl. I knew exactly what they looked like. The girl was going to be light skinned like me. The boy was going to be darker like his dad. And I woke up that morning and my sister called. I have a twin sister, by the way. And she's like, "You're pregnant." And I said, "I know." So I started telling her about the dream, and she started finishing my story. We both had the exact same dream, the exact same night, and woke up from the dream at the exact same time.
Wait a minute. Pause, because this shit sounds so supernatural.
Right.
And like, sound like a damn space movie.
Yep.
I don't know, but like, what? How you keep your composure with this type of? Is this something that you was already used to from a youth? Have you always been having like these supernatural kind of experiences and intuitive things happening?
Not really. I think that particular time was like the very first, and I'm just like, but it was so real. Like I felt like every emotion, like I knew everything. Even my doctors didn't even believe me until, I told them I was pregnant. They kept telling me, no, you're not pregnant. And it wasn't until I was 3 months pregnant that it actually showed that I was pregnant. But I was already 3 months along. So then when I went in for the ultrasound, I told my doctor ahead of time, I'm like, I already know it's twins. He's like, no, it's not twins. So when the ultrasound, when it popped up 2 of them, he's like, I'm never going to question you again.
Yeah, just stay out the way, please.
Right. And then when they came out and, my daughter was light skinned like me, my son was darker like his dad, and they looked exactly like they did in my dream.
So look, real
Even
quick.
even the fact that they were little, because they were 3 months premature. That's why I said their original due date was March 17th. I had them December 30th.
I plan on going to Vegas sometime soon. Is it possible that I bring you with, and you know, we on the side, you tell me which, you know what I'm saying, how to.
We can go to Vegas. Why not?
Oh no. We dead serious because I'm gonna be there too. We just gonna hang out. Don't even worry about
Me and
that.
my sister used to play this card game. We'd have this, a deck of cards, and one of us would put the card up to our forehead so the other one could see it, and the other one would think about what card it was. And we paid a lot of money doing that, a lot of money, because nobody would think we would guess it, and it'd be the first one. Like, oh, yep.
Wow,
Yeah, y'all just been out here hustling.
let's
I ain't
go.
mad at it.
Got to.
I ain't mad at it at
And it's
all.
not really a hustle. I mean, we wasn't cheating.
Oh no, you was just
It's
using
just
your
you didn't
talents.
believe us, right?
I ain't mad
We
at it.
just knew how to. We had the twin telepathy going on, so
Man,
That's
got to make our
wild.
money.
Facts. Now,
So that's why when it came to Alexia, it's like, man,
how
and
old
she
was
just
she when she first came to you with that? Like even being interested in the the tarot cards and the pendulum readings and all that stuff. How old was she?
17 at the beginning of
Oh, so this really
the
just
pandemic.
started.
Yep,
Wow.
she was. She was watching a lady on Facebook do a reading, and she wanted to join this group, but in order to be a reader, you had to read, I don't know what you call a lady, but a master, or that's not what it is. I can't remember what the name of it is, but she had to read her, and she started reading her, and the lady was like, she stopped her like mid sentence, like, okay, you're in. Like, I don't know how you did that, but you're good. So yeah, she just started at the beginning of COVID. So
That's
that's why I
so
said
crazy.
she's scary good.
Right.
She's actually in there doing one now.
for some reason, twins throughout our history have always had like a deeper spiritual connection, and they symbolic to spiritual things. So none of that surprises me.
Right. And I had, like I said, I told you I was a twin, and I had twins. My twins, they could tell, like, if my son isn't feeling good, my daughter can feel it, and she'll call him. What are you doing? Whatever you're doing, stop.
Yeah.
He went to the dentist one time. He was getting some extra teeth pulled, and I was with my daughter in the waiting room, and she passed out, and he was fine.
Yeah, that's crazy. See, I'm an only child, so I don't know nothing about this.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it's normal for us
Right.
anyway.
Right. This y'all know.
Right. To other people, they'll be like, "What the fuck is that?" But
Yeah.
it's normal for us.
No, I get it. That's super dope, man. To be able to have that connection with somebody, or even just be in tune with, life and other people, family, ancestors, any of that. That's all super dope.
Yeah, yeah. You have to connect with your ancestors, whether they hear or not. They still talking to you.
Oh, that's a fact. Now, that is one thing I will say. I've definitely gotten more in tune within this last year to my ancestors and just my spirituality as a whole. I've definitely gotten into the crystals and all of that stuff as well. So it's definitely a different type of feeling, different type of vibe. So I appreciate that whole realm and that whole spiritual journey that I'm on.
Yeah,
What
it,
else
it
you
is a
got?
journey, but it's a good one. It's a really good journey.
Absolutely.
I wear crystals every day. I try and incorporate them in everything I do.
Me too.
Keeps me grounded, keeps my energy good.
Definitely. What
I
else
got to
you
get on
got,
my
Wolf?
crystal guy.
Yeah,
Nah, I ain't
definitely.
got too much, man. That's if I really went into what I wanted to go into, we will be on here until next month. And I can hold y'all time like that, because I sit here like this, and then what happened? And then like, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole supernatural realm, like I'm so heavy into that shit. I need every detail. So I'm gonna just, I'm gonna back off. I ain't gonna keep at all that, you know what I'm saying? But I just enjoyed the time that we had, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, major salute everybody that check in and get a whiff of what's going on. Y'all make sure y'all visit her website and get on these books. Learn what you can learn from this lady, you know what I'm saying? It's rare that you got people that's giving out this type of information. Get it while it's out here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's why we suffer. We don't try to obtain this shit. We so caught up with all this material matrix shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all jump out of that matrix, man.
Facts, and that's rhondawritesofficial.com. And the story of the painted lady, the beginning, coming out March 17th. Tell them where else they can find you, IG, any other social media.
Yeah, I have my IG is Rhonda Writes Official. And I think that's my Twitter as well. It might be R Writes Official on Twitter and Rhonda Writes on Facebook. I got a TikTok too, but TikTok don't like me, so I don't go on
Don't
there.
like me neither.
Yeah, I don't be.
I'm not one for all this dancing, and I can't do all that.
Yeah, nope.
So it's there, but I don't go on there.
So hit her on the adult platforms. That's what she said.
Right.
Y'all heard what she said. We want to thank you again for tapping in with us, spending some time with us. Hey, Wolf, what we just doing here?
Hey, man, you know we killing shit, man. Laying the law down, straight out the wild. It's the hunting season podcast. We applying nothing but pressure. Don't at Rhonda. Don't at bro. Don't at us, nigga.
Definitely don't add us. We up out of here. We'll see y'all next time. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all that. We'll holler at you.